Greetings, Earth Angels. Welcome to Earth Angel Activities, where I'll be doing a reading for you today. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. Thank you, Most High God, Divine Mother and Father, for these messages. Thank you for the viewer. Thank you for allowing me to be a conduit of those messages. Thank you. Thank you so much for peace, for clarity. Thank you for love. Thank you so much for all things that are due at this time, all things that are delayed at this time. We thank you either way. In your name, so it is. Ashe, Ashe. Now, for the brokenhearted, I'm hearing pray for the brokenhearted, pray for the confused. So we definitely have to add you guys in to the prayer for those of you who are feeling brokenhearted, for those of you who are feeling confused. This reading is for you. It's like the angels are rallying around to bring you comfort, because they want you to remember that even though it may feel so often that you are on your own, that you are without assistance, even though you may feel like that so frequently, it's not true. And they want you to remember that it's not true. They want you to remember that they have your back and they're with you. They're helping you make decisions. They're helping you with understanding where you are in your journey at this time. Like, the journey, the walk is not easy. It's not easy. It's like so many times we are searching for spiritual guidance, right? So many times we're searching for someone who can be somewhat like a mentor or someone you can trust. You know, I know that for a lot of Earth Angels, it's been a difficult road to hoe, because you have had to pioneer your own path most of the way. And pioneering the path, being a pioneer angel, a pioneer Earth Angel, I mean, it sounds great. I mean, you know, the idea of it all, it just sounds awesome. But for some, it is very difficult. This morning when I was watching some woman on YouTube, some young woman on YouTube, and I just got a complete vision about her. I was like, wow, she's truly an Earth Angel. She's struggling. She's having a difficult time in this life right now, but she is on mission. She's on her assignment, and she just had this look in her eyes that she was freaking tired. You know, it was like the eyes didn't match the words, because the words were extremely uplifting, very vulnerable, very thoughtful as far as what she was sharing and how it was intended to assist someone else in their path. But you know, the sad thing about it is that you've got trolls out here that are literally trolling for someone who is trying to figure out, like, they're trolling around for someone who's like easy prey, an easy target, easy to break. These are the members of the adversaries team that are doing these things. You know, and a lot of Earth Angels are so focused on their self right now, which is what you should be. Focused on yourself, the spiritual development of your mind and your finances. You know, you want to be good while you're here on Earth, but you also know and realize that energy is neither created nor destroyed. So when you go on to your next journey, you want to be ready. And you know that this life is important and you're trying to gain all you can from it. But at the same time, it's like so much that is lacking from this life. It's so much that's lacking. But because you're such an Earth Angel, you don't want to say that, right? And you just want to stay focused on your mission. But me being an Earth Angel in my mission, I'm able to see this. I'm able to see this deficit. And because God loves you, God has all of us together here for a purpose, because we are great beings. Believe that we are great beings. We have been created by the divine. We have been divinely created to be able to understand, understand, overstand, possess, give, and receive the energy of God, of the divine. We have been created to be strong enough to live in the presence of the Most High God. That's love. That's a very powerful energy. Okay? And because of that, we know we're strong enough, but we're not all able to hold all of God at once. That's why we're all here together, because God is so great that we all have to carry a piece of the divine within us. We all have to carry a piece of it. We can't carry the whole thing on our own. But when we come together, that's when we can see the beauty of how we are truly the body of Christ, right? We are the Son of God. We are God's child, but we're incomplete unless we stand together hand in hand. And I'm seeing that for a lot of you who hold, you've forgotten your role in this wholeness of the body of Christ, so to speak. Forgotten your place, that we all are needed. We're all important. But it's sad because you're still in mission. It's like you love God so much that you're on autopilot. Your autopilot is still on mission, but your angels and spirit team are saying, no, that's not good enough. We want you to enjoy. We want you to thrive. We want you to thrive. We want you to enjoy. We want you to relax. We want you to actually experience the goodness that you are trying to get everyone else to see. It's like you have this beautiful gift at allowing everyone else to see the beauty of whatever it is that they're looking at, or you help other people to see the silver lining, but it's so difficult for you to do it on your own. It's so difficult for you to do it yourself. And because of that, your angels are here like, nah, we got to change that today. You're too important. And you got to know that you're important. You have to know that your happiness is important. I'm hearing you have to taste the sweetness and the goodness as well. It's not off limits to you. That's what I'm hearing. The energy of laughter has been coming out in so many of the readings that I just posted. I'm still working on them there. Let's see how much far we got. Pisces and Aries, I don't know why y'all's readings is taking so long to post. Oh my goodness. Okay. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Look, the issue is that your inner voice is guiding you correctly, but your imagination is not allowing you to receive the goodness of this life. In this moment, this is a very spiritual thing. This is for a person who your goal is to go out and help people every day. You live your life like that. Like you're not even thinking like, oh, I got to go out and help so and so. It's just like this got to be done, that got to be done. Miss so and so's this got to be done. Mr. Da 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 got to have this. Mr. Da 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 got to get here. So and so needs this. So and so needs that. It's like you make it. It is your business. It's something that you can't overlook. And it's like it's things that you have to get done, or that you see. But with the Judgment card coming out, right? And with this being a general reading, for some of you, you see things that need to be done and you don't do them. Like you see pieces of paper that need to be picked up and you just walk past it. You literally will. And you'll literally see someone struggling and needing help with something, and you'll just sit there. And you're not doing this because your intention is to make someone else's day hard is literally because you don't recognize how important you are and how much of a contribution your hands can give. And because of this, you're in a deficit. Financially, spiritually, all this. You got some good blessings around you, because those blessings that you have right now, those are from the sweat of your ancestors. That is why you are able to relax today. But I'm hearing the angels tell you that you need to start to respond to more of the things that are being laid in your path that need to be done. Because not everything is meant to have this huge catastrophic, or I won't say catastrophic, this huge, overspill of, oh, thank you, you did the best, oh my gosh, everything. You're not going to always get that for every good thing you do. There doesn't have to be a camera pointed in your direction in order for you to be a servant of the Most High God, right? But I'm seeing that for some of you, for some of you, you have not gotten to the next level in your spiritual journey yet. But lucky for you, you have mature, loving peers that are around you, that their goal is to help you have a good first year. You know how when you go to school, you have certain students who are like, they're the leaders. They're the ones who have stepped up to be a student of assistance for you. They stepped up to be a mentor. They stepped up to be someone who answers questions and all this, right? But then you also notice that there are some people who don't even have the opportunity to work with those mentors. Isn't that interesting? Some people, they don't even have that opportunity. And I'm seeing that for you, you may have been looking at yourself as if, oh, I'm a person who doesn't have lots of opportunities and lots of help, or I'm nothing. I don't have enough money to help, or I'm nobody. So you try to make yourself seem like you're something other than what you are, when really, honestly and true, I'm hearing the angels say, like, your manual labor will help so many people. Like, just because you don't have a certain amount of dollars, it doesn't mean that you can't help people sometimes, or start to... Somebody out there is so numb that they can't even see when somebody is in need of assistance. And the angels are asking you to wake up. Wake up. And I'm hearing that for some of you, your ability to recognize situations where someone needs help, you're numb in those areas, you're blind in those areas, because you don't say the things that you need to say. Some of us talk a lot, but ain't saying nothing. And for some of you, this is a friend that is around you. This energy is big, major. I can't even leave it yet. It's so many messages that's coming through off of these two cards alone. And then look, there goes the loud noise going by. This is important. For some of you guys, it could be a friend that is around you they're taking you off of your path. Consciously, you know that this is happening. This is not just like you're drifting out into the middle of an ocean and on a raft and you don't realize it until... This is not what that is. You already are having conscious discussions with yourself inside your mind, inside your soul. You're having conscious discussions with you about this energy that's around you. You don't know if this person is going to fit in with you and what you're doing as an earth angel. You don't know if this person is going to be able to say, okay, this is a sacrifice that we need to make as human beings in order to make sure that this other set of human beings is well, is okay, is taken care of. Because this person around you, they have been wounded by life. It's not that they're intentionally trying to harm anybody. It's just that they have been blinded. They have been wounded in such a way that they do not, they only look out for themselves. And you will soon find out how serious they are about only looking out for themselves if you continue to keep this person in your bosom. if you continue to hold this person in a sacred space, if you continue to share the jewels of your soul with this person, like this person literally thinks you're soft. They think you're soft. They think that you are a punk. They think they can play with your feelings. They think that you are, what do they call them? F-boys? They think you're an F-boy. That's what they think you are. They think you are a naive, stupid girl. That's what they think. They think this of you. And they are around you and they are vetting you. And they're waiting for the most opportune moment to take from you what they think is very valuable. And I can assure you that it's probably something that you've already alerted them to. And you might not have the confidence to own it the way that they feel they can. Because they're looking at you and they're saying like, oh, well, that is that person's wealth. That's that person's source of abundance, right? But that is not, they're even if they had what you have, they're not going to be able to use it like you. They're not going to, like, for instance, this is what's coming to my mind. Like, they're going to do all this work to try to destiny swap with you. That's crazy. This person is trying to do all this work to destiny swap with you. And it's crazy because they're still not going to be able to create it the way that you can. They're not even destiny swapping. All they're doing is attracting what they think is yours. And they're using the energy of jealousy and they're using the energy of theft in order to gain something. But you see, you can't gain something like that and not lose it like that. You know, but I'm also hearing the angels show me like an ink pen, right? They're showing me like an ink pen. And they're showing me that like, oh, somebody is watching you use this ink pen and they love your handwriting. They love your handwriting. They love the way you write. So they want to steal your pen. They want to steal your pen. But what they don't realize is even when they get that pen, they're not going to be able to write like you. That's your handwriting. Even if you end up with the most raggedy ink pen, the most raggedy writing utensil, there's still going to be this sense of finesse because it's you, because it's coming from your heart space. Our hands are the actual tools of our heart. They are extensions. Our hands and our arms are extensions of our heart space. So what it is that we're using our hands to create, it's always going to be a different type of swag on that, because it came from the Most High God. It ain't even about you. And you know it. But there is a person around, or this is you. And you have to be very, very honest with yourself. I'm hearing the train. So that's a very important message. If this is you, you have to be able to recognize that God will do it for you. And I know that it gets hard because you have to play the waiter's game. And when somebody is playing the waiting game, do you know what it causes? It causes people to doubt because they think that it's never going to happen. It's over. You know, it's just like someone saying, you know, oh, I got these movie tickets, or I got these tickets to this play or whatever, and I'm going to give you a pair of tickets, right? So you see the show starting and you still don't got your tickets in your hand. And then it's like, well, dang, halftime show done already gone. Like they already have come out for the intermission. So it's only half a show left. I still don't have my ticket. I'm still standing out here waiting. Then it's almost time for the show to be over. And then here they come with the tickets, talking about, here you go. I told you I was going to give you the tickets, and you're looking like, what good are these tickets now? They have come late. They are a day and $1 too late. Like, come on, like, that's how I'm feeling. It feels like you're at the end of your waiting period. You're almost at the receiving end of what you sacrificed. You sacrificed something a long time ago, and it's almost time for you to reap the rewards. Or you sacrifice something on a daily basis. I'm seeing somebody holds their tongue every day, bites their tongue every day, and because of that, you have chosen to make your environments peaceful. That's your goal, is to be a conduit of divine love everywhere you go. There's been so many things that you wanted to say, but you just put them things on pause because you knew that if you said it, it would disrupt peace. Your angels have been seeing that. And so have your enemies. And your real enemies, those are the ones that they can't stand your peace. Your real enemies are the ones that they sit back and pull at strings in the dark to see how it will affect you. There are people out here that are truly like this, and they're bored with their lives. They think that pulling your life strings is good entertainment. You know, but there is karma in that. There is karma in that. And I'm being guided to tell you that worrying about something, it doesn't change the outcome. Just because you worry about somebody's shadiness, it doesn't make them any less shady. You know, so your angels are asking you to please trust the process of getting to know yourself and accepting your own abundance. You know, get into mission of what it is that you've come to do. Forget about the petty qualities of your fellow man and be in mission, because there are so many people out there that really need you and would appreciate you. You want to feel appreciated. If you know, you know. You want to feel appreciated, and you will. But it's the appreciation is going to have to come from you. You're going to have to appreciate yourself for staying on your divine mission and for working in a divine way. You really are. This October energy is really hitting different. It is really hitting different. You know, October for a lot of people is going to change so much. And if you're still here at this 2222 point, or I might have to chop the video, but 2222 is what I just looked up and saw on the camera screen. Awareness. Stand your ground. Yep. And hope. So for some of you guys, like, this is a time of enlightenment, and it's almost like if you have an activation that is trying to find you, and you have to be paying attention to the right thing. And so the adversary is going to send all types of distractions your way. I'm even seeing a person present themselves that seems like they are the love of your life. They seem like they're the one that you've been waiting for forever. And if you've been waiting for a long time, you might be tempted to take this person up on their offer. But I'm hearing them say, faint not. Do not give in to this person. You will have an inkling. You are intuitive. You know, you're intuitive. You know what you know. You feel what you feel. They're telling you to trust those simple changes in your physical body that are really your deep-rooted truth that is communicating with you. The angels are asking you to trust that. And they want you to remember that, like, there is love for you, but you have to be able to experience and feel that love within yourself on your own. But I'm hearing that for some of you, you're at your breaking point and you're ready to give up. You're ready to give up. You don't even care. You're about ready to just I'm hearing you're about ready to just buy the cats, buy the dogs, become the old animal lady on your block. You're about ready to just let it all go. No more makeup, moo-moos every day. Snacks, eat whenever you like. I'm just hearing like somebody's ready to just let it all go. But I'm hearing that if that is the energy and you are ready to let it go for something of service, something of use. Like, be the person that you know you've always been meant to be. Do the things, say the things that you've always wanted to say, but you've been too afraid. Now's the perfect time. If you're feeling that froggy, jump in a direction that will benefit more than just you, because I'm hearing them say, we've given you lots of truth. Oh my goodness, why did I not notice? 1717, 1717. That energy could be very significant to you. And then look, a 7 comes out with the 7 of swords, deception and envy. There, like I said before, there's somebody around you that is seeing your spiritual gifts. They want to try to dull. They want to bring you down. This person is going to try to feed you. They're going to bring you food. They're going to offer you something. They're going to offer you a drink. They're going to offer you a stick of gum. This person is really serious about doing magic, and nobody would ever suspect that person would be sitting around with a cauldron and candles and pictures of people and all this stuff. And this person, they have old training. They are not sitting around doing your YouTube spells. No, this person has old training. This knowledge won't be found on the internet. And they know how to manipulate the frequencies and the timelines and the vibrational frequencies that are floating around us all the time. It's these currents. The angels have shown me that it's like currents of energy that are flowing around us all the time. If we could see it, it would freak us out. But they're there. And if we could see it, we would have more faith. We would trust more in divine powers, because sometimes we're thinking, how can something get to us? But we can't see this current. It's like being in an ocean of these strings, divine strings is all I can say, right? And they're floating all around us all the time. That's why it's important for us to watch our words, because sometimes one of those bad frequencies that is in vibrational alignment to something negative, it can literally, you welcome it in by your words. So you could be saying something so horrible or terrible about yourself, and you're inviting that frequency and that energy into yourself, right? So watch your words, mind your words. That's very important. Mind your thoughts. That's very important. Mind your friendships. That's very important. And it's not for you to do anything, release the anxiety of feeling like you have to do something, because you don't. Your only job is to love, to simply love. That's it. Okay? Love through everything. As long as you're in the vibration of love, you're on the right path. But you have to understand, this deception and envy energy is something that has been it was here before it presented itself, right? So you have to understand that if this is your energy, you have to relax back into the knowing that God has your back, that your angels are present, that your spirit team is near, that you can't always see everything to believe it. You can see the evidence thereof, and that's what they're trying to present you with. But right now, 1717, that is a big energy as far as your what a message that your angels is trying to get to you. The number 7 will be very powerful this week as well. So those are angel numbers that you need to write down and vibrate with, meditate with, and look up the meaning. Look, the waiting game. Yeah. So some of you guys are playing the waiting game, as I was saying before, and you've been waiting on something for so long that you don't even believe that it can happen for you anymore. It's like receiving those tickets a day late and $1 short, right? It's like, I don't need them anymore. But little did you know, there was a whole divine show that was being created just for you, to fit your taste, your likes, your dislikes, to give you breaks at the very perfect time. This time was orchestrated and divinely created just for you, and you just got tickets to it, and that show is now ready to go. You thought that it was over. You couldn't see a possible way, but God has opened up a door for you, and now you thought that you were running late to a show that you didn't even have tickets for yet. Oh, God promised me this. God promised me that. And then now it's over. Now it's too late. I feel like some of you are even dealing with something as deep as death. Something as permanent as that, right? And I'm seeing that there's no way. That's how the mindset is. There's no way that God can bring me out of this. There's no way that God can fix this or change this, because it is what it is. And I'm hearing, are you ready for a miracle? Because this solution, the solution that God and the angels have for you, is going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Prosperity of the soul, of finances, of everything is beginning now. The thought, the mind, the prosperity in the mind, the soul, the heart space, okay? Prosperity in relationships. You know, people are the true wealth in this world. And for some sick, twisted people, evil people, they've been known that. Like, what gifts and talents that are unique can I squeeze out of this human? You know, some people understand that and they want to exploit the idea, but others understand that and they want to build communities around that idea. And one of the most sad things is that we are not communicating on a level where we understand each other anymore because the world has gotten so crazy. The world has gotten so crazy that we can't even trust that someone else who loves God is there because they love God. Like, we're going to question, like, what do you want? Like, have you seen the people on YouTube who are cutting grass? Like, sometimes people are very suspicious and they're very leery of these people because it's like, ultimately, what do you want? In the end, what do you want? Are you serious? There's no strings? Because we know that that energy is out there all the time, right? And so for some of you, you've been waiting, 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 you sacrificed, you were obedient, you've been waiting, and you still have not tasted the sweetness or the fruits of life that it is that you feel that you're ready to taste. But I'm hearing, are you ready for a miracle? Like, you've been in solitude, you've been putting in the work, you've been gaining the knowledge, you've learned how to illuminate yourself through these moments of sadness, worry, depression, distrust, self-judgment. You know, you have been there for yourself when you were suffering. When you were suffering in silence, you still trusted God even through those moments when you were suffering in silence. When things were changing around you that looked like they would nothing would ever improve, nothing would ever get better. But your angels and your spirit team are telling you right now, all that ends today. You're being reactivated. You're being realigned in order to experience life and love in this most astounding, beautiful way. Let's see. Is there anything that you need the viewer to do? Is there anything that you need the viewer to do in order to receive these blessings? Is there anything you need the viewer to do in order to receive these blessings? This change, this new timeline. Does the viewer need to do anything, God? Does the viewer need to do anything in particular to receive these blessings? You know, I was hoping it would say, yeah, you know, nothing. But no, there is work that needs to be done. And a lot of this work that needs to be done is around this death energy of release, of renewal, of allowing. Okay? Because with the waiter's game, we have to go back to that message of how some of us have been on autopilot. That's not how, you see how this color is becoming new, it's becoming more vibrant. That's how your angels and your spirit team are looking towards your future. They want you to release everything that has you stuck in this autopilot energy. They want you to experience life. They want you to experience love. They want you to be happy. They want you to taste the sweetness of the very thing that you are telling other people to believe in. Look, healing begins when you release this thing, when you release this old way of being. Healing begins. The temperance card with balance. When you release, you're going and you start to heal, you're going to have to be patient with yourself, because there are going to be moments where you just feel like not like yourself. The energy is going to be off. You're going to be reevaluating yourself. Why did I respond that way? Why did I say that way? And that's beautiful, because that's your angels actually working with you. This reading is getting really long, so you've got a lot of major arcana. You've got the Death card, you've got Temperance, you've got the Emperor, and then you've got the Hierophant. So you're going to go through all of this. You went through releasing, healing, learning that balancing act is where, you know, you're going to have to forgive yourself for some things. You're going to have to forgive others, okay? And you're going to have to develop this strength and resilience. Once that has taken place within that energy, you become a leader, okay? You become a leader and a teacher. All right, you become a leader and a teacher. People are going to be watching you go through this. That's when the process of leading and teaching, it's already started back here. And that's what your angels want you to be aware of. It already has started. You're already a teacher, whether you accept it or not. You're already a leader, whether you accept it or not. You're a role model. Last messages for the viewer. If you're still here, this is your personal card. This is your personal message that God really wants to talk to you about, because this message has gone so long. This is a personal message at this point. Trust. Isn't that wild that we stop where we started with trust? Are you kidding me? First card out, last card out. God's been doing this a lot lately, and I'm here for it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. But White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic, okay? 66 as well is the number on the card. Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Yes. This is divinely orchestrated. All of this is divinely orchestrated. And there's a number 23 on the card as well. Okay, so we've got number 23 with Eagle Spirit. The Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. Number 30. Grasshoppers are often depicted as good luck and good omens, like with Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. God gave you a stack, so you see clearly now. Yes, with this trust. Number 43. Number 13. Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Number 12, Canary Spirit, sing your own song. 67, Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Meaning the things you know, don't just know them. Now behave as if you know. Act like you know. Act like you know. Number 41, Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. And the last card is 10, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Ashe, I do believe that with my whole heart, that the abundant universe will provide. These things that are happening, they will resolve. You will end up with more knowledge, and it turns into wisdom through this temperance energy. All things are working out for your good. All things. And I know that's because your foundational energy is love. So I hope that this message has found you and has been of assistance to you at this time. And until next time, we'll talk again soon. Bye.